Well, hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing today? We are alive. Time for biting clips. I can't play a linking part clip because I actually got into serious amount of trouble for that clip that I played live. So, oh, 1 second. Maybe if I completely mute the sound on it. I think it was called Biden Bugs, right? These filters. Close. Biden Bug Fix. Okay, let me try and play it now. I think it should be good. I hope so. There you go. Good or bad idea to rank up and ascend 6-star Silk for the Hulkling path in Epoch. I actually didn't use Silk all that much. If you have Photon, you can just use Photon. Are there Twitch drops? I believe there will be, yeah. What do you mate? I am still gonna watch here too. Alright. Welcome. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome very much to the stream. I said Photon. Use Photon if you do have Photon. What is the sound level of that thing? It is quite loud, isn't it? So I'm just gonna mute it for now. What's up, Arizona Bay? There are expectations for 9.2 rewards. Well, I hope there's at least one tier 7 basic. Put on the Hilbert Kabam's live stream, highlight of my month. Try and delete that. Well, thank you. Yeah, because I genuinely did more with Photon on the Hulkling path, I believe, than I did with Silk. Photon was better for abs. Photon was perfectly fine and adequate for the Iman Infinity War as well. Yeah, you can use a 6-star in Epoch. You can use 6-star in one of the 2 paths per class gate. But having the last 3, my internet died. Yeah, you should rank to Kushal and Awaken for sure. I don't think there was a fight where you absolutely needed Silk once I end. Tech Science. You can do this with whoever really. Abs fine, Idom's fine. Onslaught. Yeah, you can do. I don't think there's a fight where you absolutely need House Silk. Oh, there you go.
Live stream coming at you right here with a ton of new stuff.
Oh my god, there's both of them back.
New content.
That's not
new
good.
Updates.
New champions. A little info about
That is not good.
Shed.
And a little thing called 9.2. Maybe you heard of it, but we've got a lot of new stuff about the future of the Battle Realm. You're not going to want to miss it. I can't wait. Can you wait?
I cannot wait.
I cannot wait. Let's get into it.
Yeah, so Star now has a weekly reading. This is a which Star? Okay, let's not be that mean. It's just first we can dislike.
Back to another Marvel Contest of Champions live stream right here on twitch.tv/Kabam.
The music's a bit too loud now.
My boy right here, the dinosaur
All right, now
in the house, sharing the space. It's a little more than a safe space. It's more like a celebration space.
Yeah,
we got another build
safe
coming
space.
out
That's
here,
exactly what
and it's going to be
you want to be talking about.
Fantastic.
It's gonna be a super fantastic day.
Wonder if they're gonna release
Super
Snowflake and
excited
Safe
to be here
Space.
hanging out with all of you guys, all my best friends here at the Marvel.
My favorite watch party? Well, welcome.
To studios.
Marvel Contest of
Why are they
Champions.
talking like that? I
Champions
don't
Studio.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm very excited. We have a great stream here today. So much stuff to share with you guys. Why don't we start getting into it?
Yeah, we are getting into it. Now, first thing I want to do is find out where everybody's at, man. You know, like I haven't done this in a while.
All
I
right.
looked in the chat and be like, where are you from? Where are you watching
1
from?
second
What time
before
is
that,
it?
I need
What's
to
your
check
progression
the-
level? Are you Valiant? I am. Are you Paragon? Are you Valiant?
I
Good,
am Valiant.
That's very
I am
great.
Valiant.
I don't know if I told you, but I got Valiant
mode.
recently.
You only tell me about once a month, so
just once
it's
a
all
month.
good.
Okay, it's all good. Let's see. Well, we got Ontario in the house.
Where is the
We've
Twitch
got
drop
England in the
thingy?
house. Oh,
Arizona?
yeah.
Ukraine?
Valiant, St. Louis, baby. I see you, bro.
All right.
I see you.
some Mexico in there.
That's how you know we're live.
Looking good.
Florida representing. Yeah, I'm representing.
One second, I'll
Florida
put
too,
it back
Yeah.
in a
bit,
second.
All right,
but
man.
not from here. We're in Vancouver.
Drops and rewards.
But, yeah.
New tab,
Anyway,
there you go.
I got Michigan, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil,
3 reunion
Lagos,
crystals.
Nigeria.
Wow,
Very,
cool.
very nice. Very nice. We got a lot of people here, and we got South Africa in the house as well. Utah,
Alright, so-
Valiant.
All
There we go.
content done.
There are
All
Twitch drops,
content
and this
done.
is how they
All
look
of
like.
that.
That's impressive.
All right, so we're.
Oh, wait.
We know we needed to do a little
believe
bit
there
of
should
work
be
here
two.
on
No, wait. No?
interacting
Not
with
Twitch
the
drops?
chat. So
I don't know.
please do ask your questions.
I don't
We've
know.
got mods watching. They're gonna send their questions
Mute
to
them
us
too? Well, no,
if
we
we
can't do
can't
that.
see you. So we're gonna try really, really hard to try to get that all done today. So hopefully you will enjoy this stream. And also, just a little reminder, we got some ground rules in the house. Yeah, just be nice.
Yeah.
You know, don't forget to be nice. Be nice to other
I'm
people.
not asking you to be
Engage in
nice,
the
but don't be like
conversation,
obscene or
and, we're
rude.
all gonna have
Yeah,
a
because
really,
you
really
can
good time.
dislike.
Now to start off with some announcements, I
Uh,
believe we have a winner.
Yes, we
Somebody-
do have a winner.
Chicken
And
You can
Uh,
dislike the
winner,
way
winner,
somebody does
chicken
the job.
dinner.
There's
And
no
I'm
need to
very,
be like
very excited for
completely
this
condescending and
one.
nasty
Let's
about
show
it.
it to him, Dave.
Yeah, let's pull it up.
Like, I don't know
So,
either
the
one of them.
winner of the International
on,
Women's
like,
Day
a
rework
personal
vote
level
is
too much. I
Wolverine
don't have much issue with
X23.
any one of them
Now,
personally.
this
I
went
just
down. You may have seen
personally
it in game or seen this announcement on our socials.
actively
This will all be
dislike the
coming later on
presentation
this year.
shift
More
the stream
details,
has
of course,
taken
in the
with the
future,
fake
but
laughter,
the game
fake
team is
jokes,
already
and
hard
whatever.
at work, looking to make
That is not a
X23
comment
absolutely
on
incredible,
both of them
and
as
I'm very
human
excited. It
beings
feels
and
very long
people.
overdue.
There's much more
to have
comment of me not
X23
liking
be, you know,
the format
incredible
of the
champion
stream,
that
the
she's
silly
been.
That she's
jokes and
supposed to be,
you know the
or that she
childish
can be,
That she
approach
can
to
be.
all
or
of
that
it.
she will be.
That she will be.
Oh yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot to worry about. Not worry about. Think about. I worry.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I
Okay,
hope they
so
do declare
next
the
up,
rewards on that one too, yeah.
Our next slide is
Where to
going
get
to
Twitch
be
drops on Twitch,
our secret codes.
if there are Twitch drops.
Secret codes.
Yeah, secret codes. As you can see here, there's all the information about the secret codes right here. But I will explain to you how it works. So there is nothing there because I just like doing stupid puns, and there's actually nothing to put on the slide. The way we're going to work this particular thing, it's something new. We started this back in December when we had Beware the Idols, right? So
Yes.
there was like some text in a book that showed up, and it happened to be a code. So if you were eagle-eyed and you're like, yeah, you know what? Let me go to the web store. Let me go to the Summoners Market and type this in and see what happens. People were pleasantly surprised, right? However, we've bumped up the value significantly of what you can get, but there's only a very small. Actually, there's only two. There's only two.
Two?
There's only two.
Oh my God.
There's only two, and it's either going to be something that said, something in the background. Any of these things doesn't mean that that's today or even the next time, but it can be any of these things. Something said, something on the screen, something in the
And
background.
I go to the web store for this.
You would go to the web store and you type in whatever you think it is and see if you're lucky, right? So
Yeah, I
that's-
believe so, YT.
Oh, so I'll go
But
to the web
I
store,
don't see
type
any
in,
Twitch rewards
see
so
if you're
far.
lucky.
Yeah, that's not it though.
Okay.
So anyway, we're moving on. So keep an ear out, keep an eye out. Let us know. It is not something that you put in chat. Not in chat. You have to go to the Summoners Market and type it there. Okay, so we're
But
gonna
I don't
move
see any
on
Twitch drops,
to our
personally.
first item on the list. That is going to be our quests. Can we get a quick pop up on that for our side quest this time around? So our bounty quests are back. Yeah, I think that one works better. Our side quests and bounty quests are back. So if you remember bounty quests from last time, it was you do a quest,
Drops on
you pick up a bounty, you go in and you hunt that bounty down, you beat that bounty, beat enough of those, you can get an elite bounty, you beat one of those, and you get some really great rewards, right? At the end of the day. So we're doing somewhat of the same thing, but it's changed just a little bit, right? So you're going to have regular and elite dark bounties, right? So they're still bounties, but now they're dark. You'll have a solo event to trigger the bounty board. So essentially win any
promo code? Not yet.
non-practice fight in order to get that with Saga Champs. And then each week, a change here, each week will focus on a consistent 4 bounty targets. So last time they were kind of coming in at random. There'd be a set of 4, but then there would be a different set of 4 and then a different
not
set of
late.
4.
You're
So
not
it made it
late.
a little bit difficult to remember
Nothing
which
happened yet.
one you beat. Now, the game team does have eyes on
They
this.
said
know
that there
that's
will be
something
Twitch drops.
that
That's why I'm
wasn't
kinda
that
surprised.
great as of an experience. So as an intermediary before like the next one, I believe they would like to do this for the next one where they mark which ones you've done. This one will have a very consistent 4 bounty target per week so that you can easily or more easily get through it. Then on the final week, then it'll go back to random if there's anything that you happen to miss. The other part is there are less fights this time around. So you'll have 2 encounters before you reach the boss, but you'll have less encounters to do at the end of the day. And then there are no alliance events. It's going to be all solo events. And yeah, and then you'll get your dark bounties,
They actually
your
do
elite
buff
bounties,
the side
and your
quest
target
rewards
bounties.
slightly.
We'll go
Side
right
quests
to
like the
next
only
slide here
game mode that gets the rewards
show you how they work.
constantly.
So on your elite dark bounties, you'll unlock that by defeating 2 dark bounty targets. There'll be 4 targets just like it was before, and it'll be just the boss encounter.
Nice.
And at the end of the day, you'll have a dark bounty target. This is the one that's replacing the alliance target.
Congratulations.
So
Okay.
right here, you just defeat any regular and elite dark bounty targets in the event at any threat level to get the points, and you'll get bonus points for using a Saga tagged champion.
Fantastic.
So yeah, that's the quick rundown for the side quest. Yeah, that's it for side quest. Now,
Start the stream that everybody's tuning in.
There is something else.
For super important updates.
Not really an elephant in the room, maybe a rhino in the room.
Okay.
Right. So we do know that players have been looking for the next thing. Right. They're saying, what's going on? Where's like the next story quest? What's going on with event quests? Like we saw last month that we had Valiant EQ kind of written in a box somewhere, and everybody went nuts for that, right? So I do want to address that. In the past, we shared a little bit too much, or maybe we shared and we weren't able to meet some of those promises that we put out, right? Because we shared maybe a little bit too early. We're like, you know what? That's not going to be able to work, and we had to pull back on that, right? That's not a great experience for the players, but that's also not a great experience internally. And I think we adjusted a little too much to the point where we were just like not saying anything at all.
Nothing mentioned when
so
I did it.
now we're in a situation our players aren't that
How many
happy
people on
about
Twitch?
things not being announced or things not being added to the game. Fact of the matter is, stuff has been worked
I know,
on.
it doesn't say here.
And stuff is going to be announced here. And as you've seen on the forums, we've been kind of peeling the curtain back, showing you about like medium intercepts, and
like
showing you how
8K.
like our release cycles work, telling you about what's going on with like Battlegrounds and all that kind of stuff. It's time to peel the curtain back a little bit more and be a little bit more honest with you on what's coming, right? So, moving on, just go ahead and pull up our slide here because we
a little bit more honest, not honest, just like a little bit more.
And hey, sorry we didn't tell you sooner, but now it's time to rectify that. So, first things first. The daily super event is getting an update.
That is right. A few streams ago, we called something Daily Super Event 2.0. Well, this is what people will be expecting with an actual 2.0, right? So the other one was 2.0. There was a new iteration. It's all easier. It's more integrated now. But here we are with a bit of a rewards update. Now, when Daily Super Event launched, we consolidated everything into one event. That way, it would be easier to update rewards periodically throughout the contest in a more consistent manner. Well, we're staying true to that, and we're doing that right here. So as you can see from the slide right here, on April 18th, the Daily Super Event will be getting that update, and the updated rewards, well, look at that. Some relic embers and a boost selector. Where did those come from? Directly from the community. We have heard you. We have heard you want more embers. We want that boost selector so you don't have that, what was it, the
Who wants more embers,
one,
though?
or the green one that was always overflowed.
There's 7 basic
So
shots
now
probably
you
in
get
the
to choose
daily,
which boost you want. You'll have some more embers for your relics. As for the increased rewards, tier 7 basic and 7-star 6 tones in those selectors, plus even more things. And on top of all of that, the super daily event is now going to be open to more progression levels, right? So that's great. Everyone gets to engage.
That is good, yeah.
On top of that,
I think the daily super event is one of the best things they have done in a
pool
while.
shields in the daily super event.
Well, what are pool shields?
April, oh, well, I will tell you that, but not yet. Between April 18th and April 25th, stay tuned. We'll be talking about pool shields in just a little bit.
Oh, pool
Right.
shields is gonna be.
So that is daily super event. Moving on, we've got event
Of
quests
course.
here. So in January of 2023, we introduced the Thronebreaker difficulty. October 2023, Paragon difficulty. May 2025, Valiant difficulty test. We're gonna test this out. We want to see like how it works with the players, how players feel about it, so this we can experiment a little bit because there is so much more here.
Okay.
The goal at the end of the day, we want to ensure that event quests are always a relevant piece of content for all summoners, that it's fun, that it's
has long been
constantly a
irrelevant.
challenge.
Absolutely.
And in that, to accomplish all of that, event quests will soon dynamically scale both in terms of challenge and rewards.
Yes.
And that's going to be
absolutely.
based on the summoner's current story progression and their top 30 prestige.
And that is top 30, not just top 5, okay? So it's going to interact with your entire roster, right? It's going to make everything that you do in this game, in your day-to-day, just feel more important. Feel like you're always working towards something. That everything you do has a little bit of impact, right? So I remember personally when
that's
I was
one way to
for
say.
the first time, an uncollected EQ.
Yeah, the rewards and
that
difficulty will scale as
right? Every
prestige.
month I was like, gotta do uncollected EQ. Gotta get into EQ, right? So I feel like Event Quest has kind of lost that magic over time, but we're trying to bring that back. We want that magic back to that monthly content, and we're committed to doing so.
Prestige never had magic to it, you assholes!
Magic back too.
Everybody always hated Prestige.
Right. Does that make you magic, Mike?
I can't stand you. Let's keep it going.
All right, here we go. So, what about the side quests? So, all right.
Drops?
We wanted
There
to
are no
reduce
drops.
like the complexity in the side quests, but we also wanted to increase the simplicity and approachability, right? So you go into a side quest, you got to look at it, you got to pull out like a book, you got to write it all down just to make sure you got all the things, know where to get the things from the thing and get the key for the thing and go through the thing,
It's
right?
a little complex.
Sometimes it gets complex,
Absolutely.
right? So in time, I think
No
we
promo codes,
feel the game team, community, we all
Oh my God,
how we just feel like we failed to deliver that exciting gameplay loop in side quests. We feel like that's slipping. So we are cooking up some things. There's some novel formats that we hope will elevate side quests to new heights and something that you'll really love. Just to let you know, we are testing it internally. So this isn't like vaporware. This isn't like a plan that we're gonna do the thing. No, we're testing it internally. Just the timeline for release is gonna be TBD for now. But we are very
When is next update? Should be next Monday or Tuesday.
Absolutely.
That's that one. All right, moving on to the next thing. What else do we have here?
Nightmare Raids. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Nightmare Raids. Nightmare Raids launched, right? They absolutely launched. So as for the next iteration of Nightmare Raids, you may have seen on the forums or on Discord, we're going to be making some changes. We're going to be making a lot of changes. We listened to all of your feedback. When it came to that first iteration, we took it to heart. We're doing some testing right now. We're going to make sure 2.0 launches right, okay? We spent a lot of time digging into this, and it's going to be good, all right? So if you didn't know, we'll run down the changes really quickly. We're removing the phase nodes from all of the fights. We kind of felt like it just added a little bit of too much complexity onto the fight, right? We want Nightmare Raids to be difficult, but we weren't happy with the level that
really?
reached, and we feel like this isn't the best way to do that. So we're going to take it back to the lab and try it again, all right? We're also going to increase fight timers from 3 to 5 minutes to give those champions a little bit more time to reach that max damage potential. Also, tuning adjustment of the Crush Penance on Apocalypse. So those are all the node changes that you're going to be seeing. As for the actual Defender changes, we're going to reduce Korg's Thorn's damage down even further. It's no secret, Korg was a bit of a thorn in our sides during Nightmare Raids.
Yeah, make more fucking puns.
We're also going to be removing
God damn it.
Jabari Panther because it just didn't really interact with too many of the boosts in a proper way, and we don't want any of the champions to be handicapped because of that. Same thing for Apocalypse's Stun into Block. We like the RPG element that provides in his Defender kit, but during raids, there's a lot of things where you do need to block in order to trigger some effects, so we're going to be taking that off of the boss. Now, because of all of these changes, we're also going to be tuning up the Defender's health points, right? So we're going to be looking to add a bit of difficulty in that way, aside from all of the complexity, and we feel like that's going to land in a much better space and open up the door to a lot of the raid pool, so doing more damage and being more successful in raids.
Nice. All right, next up.
Yeah, and then, so that's all for the next cycle, right? Looking at the next cycle coming up in June, we have some more changes. Of course, you know, there's only a few weeks in between raid cycles, so we can't do everything we want to do all at once, but we do have some more plans for the future. We're going to be looking at the Assault roll boosts and also just the pool in general, kind of bump that one up. Funny enough, that's the roll I use, and I always find it very fun. I used to use Hulkbuster for it.
Nice.
I've been using Purgatory for it. I used Deathless Guillotine as well. There are some great Assault champions in there, but we're going to be making it even better. We're also going to add nodes that detailed champion kit changes for raid defenders. For example, right? Korg could not purify, but if you read his kit, it looked like he could. So we're going to add some nodes onto that to make that a little bit more clear. We're also going to be adding champion swap choice nodes after the first encounter.
They are looking into
raids. Now,
drops
we
do
did
not
want
seem
this
to
in
be
the upcoming cycle, but we're running into a
live
few
for some
issues
reason. We'll
with
review
that
and provide an
implementing
update
time,
when we
so
know
I'm not
more.
sure if we're going to be able to have that for the upcoming Nightmare raids, but that is something that we want for the future. If we can get it to happen, it will be there, but I would say keep the expectations for the following cycle. And also,
Drops broke.
timeline to be determined on this final one, but we do
No
wanna add a
rewards
new
drops on that.
raid roll boost test
No
map,
codes, no
right?
rewards
Kinda
drops,
have like
no
a
Twitch
big
drops, no
meat
nothing.
shield where you can go in, pick your attacker, pick your boost, and just try out that combo to make sure you're vibing with it, make sure you want to commit to that.
codes
raids,
do not
make
expect
sure the
anything.
combo works. So we feel like all of this is going to make the raids experience just a little bit better for you, to make it a little bit more fun and have you be a little bit more successful in there. And I'm personally very excited for those changes. I think it's going to make the mode a lot better.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, you just like laid it out. I was like, okay, I'm not going to stop you. It's all listed out. You're doing a great job, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, next up is Battlegrounds with, you know what, the champion there? I don't know if
my guy.
I don't know if you ever played him before.
That's my guy.
But he's pretty good.
He's great.
Yeah.
He's great.
All right, we've got some updates for Battlegrounds coming up. If you've been paying attention to the forums, you've seen a lot of this already listed out. But we've got victory track rewards updates coming up, and our scoring changes. You saw that we did a clawback on that, which I think
one's waiting
most of you
funds.
were
I mean, I would
happy
be
about.
grateful.
And we've got some updates for
We
Season
are
28, which
slowly
are
but
in
surely
progress
creeping in on
right
4K.
now.
And that is
Don't
the
have that much
upcoming
time
season,
anymore.
by the way, just to
July.
clarify, if you don't know the numbers, I am so bad with
If
the
you
numbers
do
of
want
the
to
seasons.
support
I
the
never know
video,
which one we're in. So the upcoming season, there will be sweeping changes.
Oh, very nice.
Streamlabs
Why don't
by
you
far
just
the
go
best
through
thing.
them?
Sure,
I mean,
why not?
Yeah, why don't you just go through them?
just do that?
Yeah.
So looking at the Gladiator Circuit in particular, there's going to be a rewards update finally to the Gladiator Circuit. We have heard you. We take all the feedback in. We look at everything from all channels in the community, and trust me, we hear you and see you on Battlegrounds. Next season, you could look forward to a rewards update in the Gladiator
Tariffs
Circuit.
for all
We're also gonna be
non-US summoners.
expanding the bracket size as well.
Or not
like
Canadian
Celestial
summoners.
and Mysterium, there's going to be more spots available for more players to gain those increased rewards, right? Also, we're going to have a little tweak to matchmaking, specifically the queue time, right? Because listen, we've all watched those streams where people are sitting on the top of Celestial and it's been 10 minutes and no match. We
Brand
don't want
new
that to
Radiant
happen
Star.
anymore. It's not a good
Another
player
one.
experience. It's not a
But
good viewing experience.
another one.
It's not fun. So we're going to make that right, okay?
All right, so guys.
Also, we're going to be adding some weekly ELO objectives as well, and an Alliance event win bonus increase to encourage you to get those wins.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word.
Absolutely, there it is.
I was in the foothills of the Himalayas with Xi Jinping.
So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap.
Just realized what you did.
And I love kids jumping on my lap.
Hey everyone, I'm Joe Biden's husband. What a stupid son of a bitch. Groundbreaking Asian Americans like Vera Wang and Joan Shingang, I'm going to pronounce her, Shanga
Coming soon, right?
Kawawa.
Progress right now. We're working really hard on it. The game team is heads down, making sure that launch is right. We're very excited for it, and we're very excited to share all those details with you very soon.
Very nice. All right. Next up, I mean, we got a lot of stuff here, man.
Lots of stuff.
A lot of stuff. Battlegrounds. So what's next? So in the future seasons, now this is just something that's under exploration right now. It's not quite ready, but hopefully soon or soon enough. They're doing some testing. We're doing testing internally. Same thing that we're doing with like side quests. So updates to the Gladiator Circuit. So we're going to have dynamic matchmaking by tier that's happening here. And I think that's a huge, huge deal. It's going to make it better. There's going to be a little less, what do we call it, stomping that's going on. So that's just going to make that easier.
I do have some sound clips as well,
Dynamic win
but
or loss
I can't
impact
bring them
by
up right now.
tier. We'll have Elo DK to reduce the parking that's been happening. Why don't you explain parking? Because yeah.
Sure. So parking is essentially when you rush through the victory track and then you rush through the Gladiator Circuit, get that Elo up top, and then you kind of stop playing.
Yep.
Right? So then you get all the way up there and then boom. you just kind of stop.
Yeah,
right?
and there's no
Now,
Twitch drops.
that is
Drops.
not
Yeah,
great
there's no
for a
Twitch
few
drops. There's no
reasons, because
codes
other
at the
people who
moment.
are up there aren't going to be able to get those matches going on, right? You kind of just like stop playing, you stop engaging in the mode. Well, a lot of games have something called like elo decay. So there are, of course, right now, this is in the future. There are
Elo
no
decay,
details
all
on this
that's
right
fine. The
now,
big
no
question is,
specifics,
though,
but if you don't play for a few days, that
will
elo
they
may
fix
start
the
to dip
bugs?
a little bit to encourage you to get back in there and keep playing Battlegrounds, keep yourself engaged.
Yep. And
Oh, wait.
we're removing the decline or accept screen, and it's going to be replaced by an automatic match countdown.
Yep.
So it's just going to make things a little bit easier. Hopefully your experience will be a lot better. All right, so next up.
Look at that.
that is the
9.2.
thing.
Look at that.
Who's that?
9.2.
That is Lotan.
Lotan.
Now she looks very cool.
Nice. You know what? When you went to Miami, I believe you came back with a high
A high tan. I knew you would go high tan.
Okay.
I was very burnt. I was
yeah.
the color of this jacket
Yeah,
when I went to Miami about a month ago.
Anyway, I believe we have a video. Let's bring it in.
Some of the people on stream decreased. Low tan. I know. 1 second. Let's take a look at it. Just being mean with that hammer there. Some of you might.
Bro,
Oh my god, dude, it's so cool.
she looks so
He does look really cool.
cool.
so good.
So anyone who knows me, you know me. I'm a huge Thor fan. I'm actually a huge Jane Foster fan. So this is like, I'm like a kid on Christmas right now watching this. The next boss is corrupted Jane Foster, right? So cool. So cool.
So cool.
So
we
cool.
didn't even get we
Am I
didn't even
like,
get to
yeah,
the, we didn't
basically.
get to like the background. Like the graphics and the VFX in the background. The
I'm
storm.
so excited.
Yeah, like we called her Lotan, but the chat was all like storm. I was like, wait,
Right,
we're talking
yeah.
about the wrong
No,
character
I
here?
know, yeah.
The
No, it's
storm
really cool.
is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's
absolutely
a very cool fight. I'm
I know,
very
it does
excited for
look
you
sick.
guys to see it. That's launching April 16th. I believe today is April 4th. That's in 12 days, right?
Yep.
So in 2 Wednesdays from now, you get to jump into Act 9.2 and get some sweet rewards.
Oh, well, we do.
Speaking
we
of-
do have something about that. Can we get? Oh, you know what? We forgot to say what's up to Kabam Riggs. My bad. Kabam Riggs, what's up, man? Thanks for running the rig for us. That
No,
is
that's
Kabam
our-
Riggs without
our
the
Thunder
Murtaugh.
could be
He's
done now.
going to pull up. There he goes.
There it goes.
He's
Give
in
it
the
a wave,
back
buddy.
there.
Give a little wave.
And all right, so let's go ahead and pull up the details for 9.2. I believe we have a slide for it. Let's get it in for our Kabam Riggs. Here we go. So here
There we go. All right, so 9.2 rewards. We got some good stuff going on.
Oh,
For
there's
the
3
total
tier 7
of
basics.
Completion and exploration. You're gonna get 3 tier 7 basic. Now, if you're keeping track at home, that's enough to take a champion up to rank 4.
Alright,
those
now
are
I'm even more
pretty
hyped. I thought it was going to be like
darn
1 or
rewards.
2.
Like really, really solid. In total, there's going to be 4 tier 4 alpha as well. Obviously, this is the sliding exploration and
Yeah,
completion.
'cause I noticed there's some stuff on the
can't
side
see
there.
all of it,
Yeah,
so
I
why
can't
don't
see
we go
all
to the next
You mean
slide?
there's that many rewards in here, man?
I'll have to go to the next
that's
slide
what I'm
and I'll
saying.
show
Okay,
you.
all right, let's
Hit the button.
give them what they want.
There you go. So this is everything for completion and exploration. There's a lot of great stuff here. So if you do this, you can pretty much choose your rank 4, generic, right? 3 of those tier 7 basics. Got a lot of Titan shards. You got a lot of 7-star shards. 4 tier 4 alpha, some 1 to 2 gems, the class hero gem. You got class hero crystal, excuse me. You have some tier 6 class catalysts, some relics. Hit the next
Yeah,
slide,
dude.
please. Also some path rewards as well. Like always, this is pretty standard. You know, some T6 CC crystals again, some more tier 4 alpha here, some more Titan and 7-star shards, some units, and some gold. So pretty much what you've come to expect from Story Quest you're going to be seeing here. The rewards definitely match where we are right now, man. That rank
I mean,
4
those are better
is
rewards than
content
expected.
I'm very excited for.
Yeah, man. Also want to call out Kabam Riggs because we got someone in the chat calling
Those
out
are
Kabam Riggs.
genuinely
love
nice
that.
Yeah.
rewards.
Is Kabam Riggs soloing the rig? Yo, good for you.
Considering
Thanks
it's
for
like
all
3
that.
parts
That's a
now,
shout out
it's relatively
to the rig master over there.
straightforward.
It's just I happen to see it in the chat.
Okay,
and I was
gold
like, you know
tip
what?
off.
Let me
Yeah,
call
that
that
seems
out
a bit
'cause
shit.
That's a rare event.
Yep.
Very, very nice. All right, Moving on to
Completion is 1 tier 7,
Wait,
basic
one more
exploration
thing.
is
About
2 more.
9.2, those are the rewards. That is the boss.
Trash?
If you
How
wanna
is it
see
trash?
All the details, all the info on the new nodes, the stuff.
What the fuck are you expecting?
For that, check out the forums, check out the website. All the information will be posted very shortly. All right,
Yep.
so you can get all that information
on our events page, and it's all the new events page. We launched that back.
Yeah, the
December.
100k gold seems out of place.
And it was like one of our glorious reveals.
It
We
was.
were like, oh, a website's a glorious reveal, and they were like, oh, this is nice.
It's a pretty glorious website.
This is nice.
A lot of work goes into that. Lots of work.
Yeah, dude, a lot of work. A lot of work. So
this
make
is
sure you
not
check that out. We've got a team here that works very, very hard on all that.
Oh yeah, of
Puts
course
all
I'm
the
going to be
events there.
exploring
So if
upon
there's
release.
things that you don't
Yeah, you missed a
know,
lot
or
of
you don't know
things
what's
now.
coming to the game, or you don't understand
I'll make a
certain
summary
things
video,
about,
don't worry.
the game, just jump in there and take a look at the events and how it's all laid out. It's really, really good.
Yep.
All right, moving on, we've got our Dark Phoenix incursion event.
All right, I love it. Let's get the
incursions
slide up
event.
there.
Yeah, let's get our slide up. Dark Phoenix
Fantastic.
incursions. This is going to happen on April 9th. It's going to go till May 6th. Use Saga champions to push through the 15 themed zones. This is pretty standard fare. Defending champion pools will showcase cosmic and skill champions. And the rewards that you can get here, 10% tier 7.
I love,
basic fragments.
like, here's the thing, I do
You're
love the
chasing
Saga
that
incursions.
T4, man. Not T4, the R4. There's a lot of different letters, T4.
Yeah.
No, Awakening jump
sounds
shot.
like
Yeah,
a
that's a
T4.
bit odd.
Anyway, we got 1 tier 4 alpha, 15 dark plumes. So if you're chasing that Phoenix, yep, that's a way to get it.
15
One
6
light-
on crystals.
1 light essence. So if you're chasing that,
I mean,
Lumatrix,
Saga rewards are not like
that's a way to
the
get it.
best.
And you have a generic
But
1
I
to 2
love
rank
Saga
gem
incursions.
and
They're very fun to play, and it's
15
quick and
stone
it's easy.
crystals happening right there. So
And
Fantastic.
yes, I am
Speaking
getting
of
married
Incursions.
in
Move
July.
on to the next slide for me.
there we go.
There we go. After the Saga incursions happened, we're going to come back to the regular ones on May 14th. People are always asking, when are the regular ones coming back? May 14th. And just like last time, that Defender theme is going to stay the same with the Cosmic and the Skill, with Venom and Hitmonkey as those bosses. On top of that, we're doing a little change over here, okay? So right now,
Thank you,
those
Casey.
top zones, they roll over every 5 days, right? That's like a little inconsistent with the rest of the game, so we're gonna just like slowly bring that in line. We're gonna move that from 5 days to 7
not too bad
days.
about
Now,
that.
I'm sure right away, some people are gonna be like, oh, but that's gonna be less gold overall. Don't worry. We got
Oh,
you.
I'm definitely
We're gonna
chasing
adjust
different
that,
alpha.
so it's all gonna pretty much be the same, but you just have to end up doing essentially less incursions in the end, and you have it on that weekly basis. On top of that, as always with these updates, we're gonna be bringing in some new hacks while taking out some old
Sorry,
ones. I got
Pie Guy.
distracted for a second. I saw in the chat, someone said, Mike, help me dupe Serpent. I just rigged your next crystal. Don't worry, I got you, buddy.
Yeah,
All right,
there it is.
So, check out the forums.
What
next
did they
week.
announce?
Yeah, so
just
check,
a
check-
Valiant
disclaimer.
EQ 9.2. Saga
check out the
incursions.
forums next week. I thought that was assumed it was a joke. Check out the forums next
New
week. for all
updated
the
daily event.
All right. Well, that threw me off. Okay, next thing up, we've got Alliance War. Sometimes you gotta be clear, man. All right, Alliance War Encounter Showcase is up next.
Alliance Wars.
All right, this is
Okay,
starting
same.
April 9th, going all the way to
Oh,
May
that also
7th.
has their time
It
basic fragments.
highlights the highlights of the Sugar Pill and Decay tactics. Same format as previous iterations. The completion rewards, you're going to have 10% tier 7. There's a lot of tier 7
There's a lot of tier
all
7.
around the contest, man.
Start picking out those rank 4s.
Yeah, that's right. Rank 4. I'm still picking out some of the rank 3s. I still haven't
Okay,
made my
then
decision.
sure.
I've been-
Just rank
been-
dust. Just rank dust.
I have a decision between ranking Dust and ranking Onslaught. You know,
Why
and
isn't
I
they
know it's
still
a clear
giving
decision to
Deathless
do
6 on
Onslaught,
You
right? But
like Dust.
I do like Dust. I like it.
So
I like
rank
it.
her.
Yeah, she's like her kid is very granular, bro. So
Oh, all right.
that's great. Okay. Anyway,
I
sorry,
swear, they're fucking puns.
5x.
That's doing my head in.
6 stones, 5 Deathless Sigs, and the exploration rewards. You're gonna have more of those tier 7 fragments. 1 light essence, 15 Deathless
No,
Sigs,
no, that's
and
the
5
War
Titan
Showcase.
shards. Hopefully, these screens are very helpful to the content creators out there that want to just get like quick information and share it. So hopefully, this is useful for all of you.
Yep.
Someone said hello, Mike.
Hey, how you doing?
There you go.
So speaking of, right, the Alliance War Encounter Showcase, always fun. I always really enjoy that content.
Yep.
Oh, they're gonna
I'm a
keep
big
doing the Saga
Alliance War
champion
player,
showcase.
so like bringing that style into like solo quests as well, which I'm a bigger solo quest enjoyer personally.
Yep.
So it's like my two kind of
Again, why 7 star Deathless 6 stones? Like, why?
We launched something new last time called the Saga Champion Showcase. It was that longer quest with the where you build up the damage over time. It was met a bit lukewarm, right? So we took that feedback. You loved it. Dave
loved
really
Of course you
enjoyed that.
loved it. You love fucking everything.
So we took that feedback, right?
You paid
and
to
we
love
made
it.
some adjustments here. There's going to be some more player beneficial nodes and reduce some of the defender masteries as well. So overall, it should be a bit more of a smoother experience. That will be coming back. It's going to be based on Mystic and Tech defenders this time. Gee, I wonder who one of the bosses is going to be. There will be some path rewards here, some more Tier 7 Basic, and 4 to 5 Cosmic and Science rank up gems with some more Deathless 6 stones, and some 7-star shards. Now, I see some people in the chat asking why Deathless 6 stones. Well, this is because it's a callback to the Deathless Saga, right? So this is the Alliance War Encounter showcased and the Saga Champion showcase based on the previous Saga. So that's essentially why those are there.
Nice. All right.
Let's get some Tier 7
moving
basic
on.
packs.
We still got a lot to talk about.
We do.
We do. So right now we're doing our giveaway. The giveaway, this is the first giveaway of the stream. So go ahead and jump onto that address right there, the one at the top. Do not forget the / at the end. It will not work.
One
Otherwise,
second, I need
go
to
that
switch this up for a
address,
second.
Enter because 5 very lucky people are going to get a Titan Crystal. So once you get that,
I shall quickly enter the giveaway.
All good for you. I don't know, but hopefully that's good for you.
Yeah.
Titan Crystal? Do you want a Titan Crystal?
Lots of great champs
Do
in there.
you like Titan Crystals? No, okay, we're not going to do that.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yes, I do. I do. Okay, so go ahead and sorry, but anyone who has a kid knows that song, okay? Do you like whatever? And it's like, yes, okay, that's fine. That's daddy time. Okay, so anyway, yeah, we're going to be giving that away, but this is also if you are on Twitch and if you're on YouTube. So just go ahead and we've opened it up. So it's not just Twitch exclusive anymore. It is for everyone who's watching. Go ahead and enter. Good luck. And now,
There we go.
moving right
Sorry about
along. So I believe
Here's
right
the
after these, we have something pretty deep to
giveaway
talk
link.
about.
Oh,
If anybody else
just
wants
dive
to
into
enter.
that?
Yeah. Nice.
To begin, strike the opponent, start building up your
No
fury
promo
buffs,
code released.
and debilitate debuffs. Focus on intercepting the opponent and punishing heavy and special attacks to build them even faster. Dodging a special will refresh your furies as you're working your way up to just under 3 bars of power. And once there, launch your special 2 to inflict your retribution passive, then launch your special 1 to stack on your power stings and watch the opponent explode before your eyes. If the opponent isn't already knocked out, just keep stacking your stings until they are. Now, that evade buff she gains when striking an unstoppable opponent or missing is super handy for keeping her in the fight against some of those tricky defensive mechanics, allowing you to stay aggressive and max out those power stings for that satisfying, gigantic red number. And hey, those 6 debilitates might be useful against any mystic opponents looking to enchant you with their spells. Just make sure you're keeping track and sting your way to victory.
All right, that is.
I mean, she does look good.
Spider-Woman. Like, what do you think? In the chat, what do you think? It is so cool. It is so cool.
And it is wow, and it is nice, and gas.
Yeah,
That's
it is
what the
all
kids
that.
are saying nowadays.
It is amazing. So, I was talking with Mike earlier, and I'm just like, I think she's
Someone tell me.
taking. I think
Promo
she's
code's
taking
not
the title
released
of
yet.
Sting, like Sting Master in the game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, she got the
That's some
severe
powerful
debuffs.
stings.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's very powerful. It's ridiculous, and it's so easy to do.
Yeah, it's very easy to
Yeah,
do. You know,
very easy to
I
do.
think we have a slide with her abilities. If we can just grab that one up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that. So lots of stuff going on in her kit. Of course, stuff that we didn't talk about just in that little teaser. Watch the full deep dive, please. They take a lot of work.
Means
so
poison
she's
as
immune to
well.
Poison, neutralize, and power steal. You know, she gains the fury buffs naturally while attacking, but if you get some intercepts going on or you counter heavies or special attacks, you're going to gain them a little bit faster. Debilitate up to 6 of those, which is really, really good. You know, debilitates make your debuffs last longer. Also have some RPG abilities with some defenders as well. When a buff expires or is nullified, she puts a wither on the opponent.
Well, that's
in
it.
order to
Spring cleaning,
counter
they'll
that
talk
with
about
some
spring
dispersion,
cleaning. There
which
will
is
be
nice.
spring
And
cleaning
she gains
because we
the
have
power
cool
back.
shields already mentioned.
Ensnare and fumble debuffs just automatically on a timer. And then she has a new effect called Retribution on her special 2, which is going to increase the damage that happens during special attacks, right? So it's going to make her stings a lot stronger. And she inflicts instant shocks in different ways. Now, when she does an instant shock, that's when she inflicts her power sting. And that's where a lot of her damage comes from. But those Furies also make her basic attacks and special attacks hit kind of nicely as well, which is really, really good. And yeah, really good stuff. She's a lot of fun to play, and I think we're going to take a look at it live as well. We got some gameplay going on here.
Here we go.
All right, so can we switch over to that? There we go. All right.
There we go.
So we got a little class disadvantage with Winter Soldier here. You know, that's okay, but that's fine. We're going to do class disadvantage, and the damage is going to be just fine anyway. So as you can see here, Dave's just kind of playing normally. He's really playing normally, and he's getting his Furies. He's got the Debilitates up. You got the Ensnare and the Retribution. Not the Retribution, sorry. Forget the name of it, but the other one there. And now we're going to go for the Special 2. To gain some more Furies, and then you have the Retribution, and you put the Power Stings with the Special 1, okay? Fumble, that's the debuff name I was looking for. Okay, so go for that Special 1.
We do not yet know yet exactly spring
inflict
cleaning.
Those stings. Now you can go for another Special 1 if you want.
I am.
Nice, you're gonna stack those things up.
That's right.
All right, so watch this. Boom, 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 boom. And here
just
comes,
wait.
Here comes.
There you go. Now
It is
he's
funny.
out.
Winter Soldier is
the
Winter
damage is
Soldier.
really good. The power sting damage is really good. It's very simple to get to. You know, lots of good stuff going on. It's hit the opponent, do some stings, do some damage, have some fun.
It's literally special 2, special 1, special 1.
Yeah, and you don't always need the
Yeah, it's very rare to get
science.
sunshine.
I like to do it.
One.
I like big red numbers.
I love big red numbers.
I love big
They're
red
my
numbers.
favorite.
Yeah, that's it.
And I
it's
do
so
love some
easy
power
to
stings,
pull
yeah.
up. And particularly, you saw that we had the Ant-Man.
To be
relic
fair,
on
in
there
Realm
as well.
Legends,
Yes, great call out.
very hard.
So that's going to add to those stings, that sting damage, and it's pretty gross.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
It's
It's also pretty great.
It'd be funny
It's
if you
also
missed
gross.
this
Absolutely. Can we get
medium
back to that
hit.
slide for a second?
Yep.
Because Spider-Woman will be launching in pre-release bundles on April 10th, and you can find her in Crystals and the Arena on April 17th. Coming out very, very soon.
Yeah. Very nice call out, man.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
man.
So now that we're going so deep, I believe we have another dive.
To begin, charge your heavy to trigger your evade charge. After evading, you'll go invisible. Let the opponent break your block to max out your endurance passives, then punish a special to reset your invisibility. From here, evade again, and stay aggressive until you make your way up to 3 bars of power. Then, launch your special 1 while invisible to go unblockable, and immediately launch your special 2 to trigger your Furies, max out your cunning, and have all of your hits be guaranteed crits. Now that you're all set up, just attack the opponent until they're knocked out. And hey, that tracking passive is great for those champions who love to make you miss. So, keep that invisibility flowing and stay ultra aggressive to show your opponent the true power.
It does look
of
better
the
than Ice
idol.
Spin.
Lumatrix
are not for kids.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm personally...
Okay, so look, we do rehearsals here, right? And so I do all of my puns like in the rehearsal, and he like knows they're coming when we go live. So it like, you know, so when we try to do it again, and it's like it's not genuine, so he doesn't know how to handle this. He's okay. I believe we would like to talk about Lumatrix.
I would personally love to.
Yeah, that'd be great. Can we pull up the slide?
So,
Lumatrix.
Lumatrix, I've been very excited about Lumatrix for a very long time. He is so much fun to play, this champion. He's immune to bleed and rupture. He's got some powerful endurance passives. Got that evade on the heavy charge, right? That's always a fun little thing to weave in there. Now, one thing about that, it does make the opponent more aggressive when he's got that loaded up. So you don't have to worry about that. The invisibility that's gained when
These people
evading
are so
is
funny,
very
yes.
powerful,
I
and I'll
agree.
show you that in real time in just a moment.
Just make
here.
a comedy
That
special.
Tracking that's inflicted on the opponent. It's great for those champions who love to make you miss, right? Gains the Fury on the special 2, gains some Cunning, which is a new effect that increases your crit damage and your crit rate.
Hey, what's up, Domino's?
Shut up
and take my money.
And those guaranteed crits
Domino's,
at max Cunning,
fire
which is very
emoji,
easy to get to,
269
especially
Swedish
with
krona.
the fractured power bar. It's going to be a good time. So, give me one moment here to get this loaded up. And Kabam Riggs, whenever you're ready.
Is it approximately?
Let's go.
So, right
20.
away, I like to start.
Oh, yeah.
That hit there. I like to start by holding a heavy attack. Boom. Now, the invisibility is great. I like to have the block break there to gain the endurance right away. Now, the invisibility will go on
I need to
cooldown
update
here
this by
when they use a
2,000.
special attack. So, use a special attack. There we go. And when I counter that, I missed the counter, but that's okay, because look at this. Boom, heavy attack will bring it back. Now, you want to evade a few times, and you could even do this, by the way, if you want to ramp up even quicker. So I had a little bit of a mess up there, right? So I adapted. I adapted mid-fight. That way,
Yeah,
I
we have
could
a
be
real
fully
bad
ramped
realist here.
for this. Special 1,
Yeah, Jax is better at these.
right into Special 2, unblockable for the Fury.
It didn't feel like they're making these
Invisibility.
for pre-pubescent teens.
Relic.
Now it does. It generally
One
feels like
more.
this is a kindergarten kid show.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't go as planned. Sometimes you mess
Well,
up.
that's what happens when it's live.
That's what happens when it's
Yeah.
live, and you just kind of gotta go with it.
Yeah,
I don't
go
usually do the heavy attacks there, but you know what? That's fine because it kind of shows
Dude, it
the
worked.
versatility there. Yeah. So that's the thing. If you can't punish that special attack, if it doesn't work, if the fight doesn't go the way planned, just go for those heavy attacks and kind of reset. You know, and that's totally fine.
Yep.
That is absolutely fine.
We were already getting comparisons in chat to Mr. Negative.
We didn't
You know,
know
he's
he had a
still
good-
Mr.
yes.
Negative.
I can see it.
I already saw people talking
He
about
looks quite good.
Quake, and I saw
So
somebody
far, I
actually
like
talking
both of
about
them.
Magic.
Real quick, someone just said Lumatrix is really throwing hands. That's good.
I like that.
That's good,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, that's
He looks
because,
quite good, yeah.
Yeah, well, he's got a lot of arsenal in there because he's well.
Armed.
There we go. I knew it.
Absolutely.
That you're learning. It's so good. I'm loving the puns. I love that you guys are joining in on the puns now.
Yeah.
We're reading them. That will get me to read the chat even more than I am today.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
So
lots of that stuff.
Lumatrix, as you guys know, Lumatrix
Throwing
is a
hands.
bit
That's
of
good.
a. It's good.
Yeah,
It was really
yeah,
fun.
he handled that well.
So Lumatrix is a bit. Oh my God.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Lumatrix is a bit of a different champion, right? Lumatrix is an idol, the second idol being added to the game, and as you guys know, idols are being handled a little bit differently than normal. So you've been collecting light essence throughout the contest, right, in different ways. Now, starting on April 9th, you can start to trade that stuff in. Next slide.
There we go.
Okay, so it takes 12 of those to redeem for a 7-star Lumatrix. You can trade in more than 12. You can get a duped Lumatrix. If you're not going to find your way to 12, if you know that, well, you can trade in 5 for a 6-star, and you can trade in multiple for that, or you can use a 6-star Awakening Gem. There are lots of those out there, you know? So just a little recap quickly of where you could find this light essence. It's mostly living in competitive content like Battlegrounds and like the featured hero, right, arena, like the #1. That's where you could find it like consistently.
What bugs?
Right?
This game has no bugs.
Consistently, like,
What are
all
you
the
talking
time.
about?
For arena, at least. It's also been in the Ordeal. It's going to be in Saga incursions. It's at the end of raids and nightmare raids. And on top of all of that, there's also light essence in the weekly deals in-game and on the summoners market. So if you're missing a few and you need to cap off on a little bit, that's where you can find those. Now, reminder, okay?
Of course.
Lumatrix is not a normal champion release, so he won't have pre-release bundles, and he won't be in arena or crystals, at least not right now, right? So we needed the champion to take that place. But who's it gonna be?
I don't know. I have an ounce of an idea.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I
Well, like
have
a pint.
a
of
pint?
A pint of an idea.
I was thinking that I have a gallon
Yeah, I think,
Nice.
like,
of an idea.
Yeah, I knew exactly where I was going with that. All right, very nice.
Galan! Taking that place. Taking that place.
7-star Galan.
Lumatrix. Someone saying a mega pint. Absolutely,
Yeah,
that's where
they're
that is where we were going with that. A mega pint coming on April 22nd to Crystals and Arena. Galan's essentially
That's
taking
big.
that place. And guess what? Look at that last bullet point. Dropping right now, he's going to join the Titan pool in June as well. We're going to treat this as if it's a new champion release, essentially. And hey, if for some reason you forgot what Galan does, it's been a while. He's been in that 6-star pool for a bit. He's got that immunity to nullify and fate seal, the power drain, power burn, power lock. He's got the Herald pre-fight for Cosmic Champions, and he activates hard.
That's how Galan is good.
I feel like I didn't need to include all that.
June
It was just
Titan
like,
pool
I was
is
writing
gonna
for
get
Spider-Man
stacked.
and Lumatrix, and I was like, I
Agreed.
might as well include what Galan does too.
Well.
But yeah, it's his first appearance as a 7-star. I'm very excited. He's taking on that normal new champion cycle. I think it's a fun way to go about that. So Galan, he's coming.
This is
Yeah,
actually
I saw
clever
the
because
chat
this
when
is
they
how
found
they're
out
going
the
to be
language, they were so
introducing
excited.
the
They
new
said,
OP
"Just
champions, I
hype."
guess.
Oh, fantastic.
So, you know.
I am also just.
7-star Kitty Pride or 7-star Kim Torch.
Ah, that's very, very good. All right. So I believe after Galan, we've been talking about champions for a little bit
We
here.
have been.
Yeah. We do have other champions that are
Pennies, right?
not coming out
Yeah.
this month, but you
Should be.
are chasing them.
Absolutely.
Right? Like Lumatrix is
Lumatrix
coming out,
is coming out.
but you've been
Sans
chasing them.
Arcade?
Yes.
Maybe.
But
I
you're also
doubt they
chasing
will.
another champion, which is
Maybe.
Phoenix. So just want to do a quick reminder, just in case you are actively chasing. She is launching in May. So it is a reworked Phoenix. It's including a new character model and is the Saga chase. As you can see, that model looks really, really great. So you'll collect dark plumes across the contest. So you saw some references to that in the previous slides that we showed you. They'll open the gates in a special quest coming in May. So you'll know more about that next month. And summoners will have to defeat Dark Phoenix as a boss
I don't think
to
Kate's coming
secure
soon.
their copy
Yep.
of this Phoenix right here. 75 Dark Plumes total per gate. You can earn her. You can earn her up to 2 copies of Phoenix with 150 Dark Plumes.
And on that next slide,
Let's
you can
go
just take a
permanent.
quick peek.
I don't think most. No, I don't think
you
it's
can get over
permanent.
75 for free, so you can get 7-star Phoenix for free. If you want that dupe, you could find more plumes in daily deals and offers and all that fun stuff. Kind of like we always do with the Saga chase, right? So
Rank 4
7-star
Galan,
Phoenix,
that'll be
I've been
cool.
playing with her a bunch. She's a lot of fun. I'm actually really excited for her.
Yeah.
7-star Phoenix, and of course, you know, one thing, if you aren't going to be getting the 7-star Phoenix, if you're not going to be getting
Oh yeah,
the dark
Kate,
plumes,
Kate would be
that
insta rank
6-star
3 rank
Phoenix
4.
is getting updated, and she's a lot of fun. And hey, there's a 4-5 Cosmic Gem in the Saga Encounter Showcase.
That's
so,
right.
But yeah, no, Phoenix is a lot of fun.
Someone
She's
give a
launching
pillow or
May.
something
Very
today.
excited for that
He's
one.
not
We're
falling
working on,
asleep,
Deep
okay?
Dive
He's just
recently, and
tired.
she's
He needs a Red Bull.
Yep.
She's a lot
Yeah,
of
I've been
fun.
playing with her a little bit as well. I
Obviously.
cannot wait. All right. We've got another thing to show, I believe. So we gave you a little bit of sneak peek last time of Cyclops Blue Team.
Yep.
Right now, some of you are probably
No,
on
they will not
the double
rebalance
track
Galan.
already. Because he is as a 7-star, but as you know, he will be changing into the new Blue Team Cyclops.
Yes, he will.
So we showed you what he looked like, showed you what his model looked like, showed you what his idle animation looked like last time in comparison to the other. But I think you may need a little bit more of a taste.
a little bit more, a couple more yellow numbers, I think.
Yellow numbers, yeah.
How about some big ones?
Yeah, I think this video is going to be beaming with excitement. Go ahead.
Yeah, that special looks cooler.
Wow.
How about that?
Dude, he's got 6 figures.
6 figures.
Yeah. He's a 6-figure. He's a high roller.
He's a high roller.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I saw 6-figure yellow
Okay.
numbers.
Yeah,
That's-
absolutely.
Yeah, you're so afraid to go with what I'm saying
I
now.
am.
I don't think they were heavies.
I live in
Those are
fear.
specials,
Yeah,
huh?
you should.
So I think
Okay.
we have a slide for a Cyclops,
Yeah,
actually.
we do.
You're going to have to wait just
Yeah.
a little bit longer. We
Okay,
can give
that's
you a
great.
little taste, but listen, Cyclops is taking
Any
that new
pose- that-
champion release, so we can't
Great
tell you
Scott.
everything
Can't
he
tell you
does.
everything. Yep. But
Can't
gave
tell
you
you
a little,
everything he does.
Just gave you a little bit, a little bit of insight.
Yeah, it's a little bit. That's a good one. A little bit of insight.
Yeah. We gave you a sneak peek.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's kind of what he does with the beam, right? Like he turns the dial.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah,
it's
that
kind of like,
spectacle
especially
actually
if he's
looked cool,
hiding
though.
and it's like a sneak attack. It's really a sneak peek.
Absolutely.
That's
They
what-
didn't show
that's
the
what
2-minute
most
ramp up.
of
Well, we don't know.
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's fine.
I mean, it's probably
All right,
quite
we're
long
gonna-
ramp up for that amount
All
of
right,
damage.
so we have another giveaway coming out right here. So this one will be for either
Spider-Woman?
Spider-Woman or
Lumatrix.
Lumatrix. Spider-Woman or Lumatrix. I don't know why we did so many champions. I kind of
I
forgot
know,
where I
I
was
know.
for a second. It was a lot of stuff. Okay.
That was like 3 champions.
Yeah.
I get
Okay.
it.
So Spider-Woman or Lumatrix, your choice of either one. That will come with 1.1 million gold and a rank 1 to 2 gem.
Cyclops,
In 7-star,
double
you
crack
get
as well.
your choice as to which one. So go ahead and enter. Go to that site. Make sure you put the / at the end of the address. Otherwise, it will not work. And we will be announcing all of our winners at the end of this live stream. So the winners of the Titan Crystals and the winners of your choice between Spider-Woman and Lumatrix. We
Where
will
the
announce
Twitch
at
drops
the
at,
end
though,
of the
eh?
Stream.
Great.
Very, very nice. So, whew, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That is a lot of stuff. You know what? We're still not done. Great Scott is not the code.
It is not.
It's not the code.
That's not it, though.
That's way too easy.
Nope.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. Okay. Coming up next, we've got Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts calendar. I believe we got a login calendar coming in. Can we go to that? There we go.
There we go. Got a supply drop.
Supply drop in the house. 7-day supply drop. I don't know why I can't talk all of a sudden. I think it's all
the same
that
one? Yeah,
that
the same one.
Cyclops was doing. Got me excited. So now
Talking
I'm all
is hard.
It is.
There's a
talking
lot
is
of
hard.
words out there.
Yeah, there is
so
lots of
there
words.
is a limited time event here to go along with the Thunderbolts movie, April 25th to May 23rd. Log in. And you can get these champions. Look at that. You got Winter Soldier. You got Taskmaster. Red Guardian. And hey, Ghost.
These actually do have some value if you do not have these champions as 6 stars, because the 6 stars highest parity you can get, like Red Guardian and
Red
Ghost.
Guardian is particularly good if you don't have him.
Absolutely.
Particularly in 6-star. Dude does
No, these are 6
ridiculous
stars.
damage.
Insane damage. Imagine if he was a 7-star, though. That'd be crazy.
It would be. Yeah, I imagine so. All right, coming up next, we've got Red and Dead's Discount Shed. That one is for Kabam Vincent, who tries to tongue-tie us with the titles of these things, but he did so unsuccessfully this time. In your face.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this, Dave. So we got Red and Dead's Discount Shed launching on April 25th, lasting until May 2nd. This is something that the community typically refers to as the spring cleaning type thing, right? Same format here this year, but we got a lot of fun going on with Deadpool and Red Guardian. They're teaming up, right, with the pool shields here, and you're going to collect souvenir pool shields throughout the battle realm and trade them in to collect valuables from Deadpool stash. There's a lot of free ones around the battle realm in different ways. Keep an eye on our socials. We have a graphic being made to show where you can get all.
I did not give them the idea of that. Leave me alone.
There'll be more in the in-game store.
They had it on their own.
Also the Summoners Market. Speaking of pool shields, daily super event. We talked about this about 45 minutes ago.
Yep.
Right?
Basically.
The week prior, if you engage in the daily super event, you can get a decent amount of those pool shields, so you can jump in and get some stuff for free. 7-star Red Guardian will be making an appearance in the web store milestone track and also in-game as well, interacting with the pool shields. There's also a 7-star Deadpool, of course, because it is Red and Dead's. And look at that. Tier 7 basic catalyst. That's just hanging out there because that's a very high value item that's going to be featured in the sale.
That is.
Quite a few of them, actually. There's 4 total. 4 total.
Of course,
Tier
that's
7
4.
basics, 4 valiant players. And yeah, it's going to be a
Let me guess.
That is
For an Odin?
You know what?
Okay.
I'm so excited for our champions because we do have our giveaway, and we did find our winners between Spider-Woman and
4 tier
Lumatrix.
7 basics.
Those are all ready to go. We're gonna reveal those at the end of the stream. But I mean, between those two choices, I would say that's like a sting and a miss.
Oh.
Yeah, it's probably going to be $600.
Yeah, you get
minimum.
Because power stings.
Yeah, she power stings.
Absolutely, I get it.
But the miss.
I get it. The miss on Lumatrix.
Sting and a miss. It's like swing and a miss.
They all get it. We all get it.
It's great.
All right,
I think it's great.
One more thing about Red and Dead. One thing I enjoy about this sale in particular is that you kind of like, you get the unit bundles and then you get the additional shields, right? And then instead of trading the units in, you trade in the shields.
Yep.
So you get to walk away with all those units. Now there's lots of things you can do with those units, and after that spring sale, I typically find myself with quite a bit. Now, last year, Dave, we ran an event that a lot of people really enjoyed. Myself really, really enjoyed it. And we launched 6 new champions into the 7-star pool right around the same time. Now, why are we talking about this right now? Well, because
you're going to be selling some more shit.
And then have all these units kind of be like, just thrown anywhere.
Thrown into the crystals.
If you don't know what's coming. So we want to make sure you guys know what's coming. So are we having a repeat of last year? Are we having a little something special going on?
A little bit. Do we have a slide for that?
We actually don't, but we have a Kabam Rigs video.
Oh, Kabam Rigs video! First one.
Apex coming to Sansa.
Nice.
Not
So,
too bad.
I noticed he's a 7-star.
You did notice he's a 7-star, didn't you?
Yeah.
You know what, though? But I'm just so excited. You know what? Kabam Rigs, throw the second one on.
Nick Fury.
Good stuff.
Pac and Fury.
Pac and Fury. Now you can hit that next slide.
Pac and Fury. Now we can go into the slides. Yep. So this is how it's going to go down. The sale is going to be called Heart of Fire. It's going to be going on from May 7th to May 13th. We just wanted to give you a heads up so that you're prepared for all of the 7-star goodness that's coming. This list is incomplete, but that's on purpose.
That's on purpose. So you might have to keep an eye out on our socials over the next couple of weeks to find out who else will be joining the Heart of Fire. Now, again, this is
It's gonna be Scorpion or Torch,
build, right? So we wanted to just make sure you guys were updated, right? We want to be telling you guys some stuff a little bit sooner.
Yeah, these will be
so
for
that you can know
sale
what's
only.
coming, so you can get excited about the game. So you know we're cooking some stuff up for you guys.
They're in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
Yep.
Spending lots of time in the kitchen. And Heart of Fire, there's a lot of great stuff coming. There's a lot of great stuff coming, and there's going to be full details coming soon.
That's right. So, yeah, very soon. We're going to keep you updated regularly up until the sale. So if you want to know who the next ones are, just keep an eye on our socials. As you said, in community, we're going to be talking to you guys on forums, all that kind of stuff. So do keep that in mind. And you know what? I believe we have one final thing before we announce these winners.
Do we?
Yeah, we've got something called the Lore Corner that's going to be coming out. And we've got our Kabam Vincent out here to tell us all about it. Kabam Riggs, do the thing.
Thank you, live stream presenters.
This fucking
You
guy
are
again.
both treasures and treasured. And greetings, summoners. I'm your friendly neighborhood principal creative writer, Kabam Vincent, and this is your official MCOC Lore Corner sneak peek. For those of you just joining us, the MCOC Lore Corner is your opportunity to learn a little bit more about the champions and stories within the Contest of Champions.
Yeah, I
It's
wish this had a
professional
skip
news
button.
program made by professional news people who do things professionally. That is, maybe not the best example of professionalism, but the vibes are accurate. Keep up to date with our socials and YouTube channel to be the very first person to watch our very first episode. We'll all be talking very briefly about the newest arrival to the contest, Lumatrix. That's the one. We'll talk about them. Go watch, and then comment, like, subscribe. Just go ham on the buttons. Play that keyboard like a synth rock solo. For MCOC Lore Corner, I've been Kabam Vincent. I now return you to your regularly scheduled live stream already in progress.
Yeah, they did show
Here's
9.2
the
words.
wait within. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the contest.
Alrighty. So keep an eye out for that. It's going to be coming out soon. Watch our socials. We'll be announcing that. It should be relatively soon, like in the next week or two, I believe. But yeah, we'll let you know. And so I know this is the part you all have been waiting for to see if you are in fact one of the winners of Titan Crystals or the Sting and a Miss. I'm liking Sting and a Miss.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
Yeah, Sting and a Miss. It has like a nice ring to it. It rolls off the tongue.
It does.
It shouldn't because it's a stingy, you know?
Right.
But
it's smooth.
Sting and a Miss.
Absolutely.
Yeah, stingy and smooth.
Yeah.
Stingy and smooth. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not the code, though.
All right.
Yeah, just letting you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Saves me
All
some
right.
time.
All right, here we go. Let's announce the winners. Can we have that pulled up? Kabam Riggs, please.
He just wanted to say hi.
Yeah. Where did they go? Do I need to press? Oh, that's right.
Oh,
I
there we
forgot
go.
about that.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
I forgot I had to press the buttons on these.
Mr. Teapot PKMN.
Is that for Pokemon?
But don't say
Yeah,
that.
I won't know. Nope.
But we also have Backett. We have Worst Man 2. I don't think you're the worst man. I think you're the best man.
Yeah.
We also have Juanka.
It's also a sequel.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
We also have Juanka, 25 PJ, 25 pairs of PJs. And
That's
we
a
have
lot.
our Calio 777. Now look at that, 777 hit the jackpot.
That's right. 777. That's also the name of the rarity that we launched in
messed up on you.
Apocalypse and Nick
That's
Fury.
true.
Whoops.
And other champions.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see who wins those Sting and a Miss.
Sting and a Miss. Here it comes.
Ghostly Robed,
Ghostly Roads.
Moyosis, PSWRNG3, Jajillion 4646. That's
Nice.
a large number. And also Yagam DM.
Yagam
And you get to
DM.
choose between Lumatrix or Spider-Woman. You don't get both. You get to choose one or the other.
That's right.
Congratulations to the 10 winners. Thank you for playing. Try again next month. It's a fun time.
Sting and a Miss. I think that's gonna be a thing. Hashtag Sting and a Miss. That's gonna
like
stick around for a while. It's not like they're writing it in chat. Nothing's gonna happen in the chat. It's all over. Okay, so anyway, that is all we have for you today on this very fine live stream. So if you liked the live stream, and I hope that you did, make sure that if you want to remember any of it, go to the events page on the website. Don't forget to do that. But share it with your friends. Share it with all the people that you love. And remember, we'll see you.
No promo code, no Twitch drops.
Battleground.
How to check drops? Go to Twitch. Like, what's the best I'd say? Exit the theater mode. Here on your profile, there are like drops and stuff. Somewhere there. I think it was there. Or somewhere here. One of these, basically. And you can get drops and stuff. Still gonna miss it on one side. Yeah. You have reached the coupon redemption limit. Right. Ah, that's awesome. Well, this was certainly a stream. Yeah, it's probably gonna be something like 36 seconds. Is there any promo codes? Nope. Effectively, no. I'm not particular. What's the best side with it? I didn't end up excited finishing the stream up. I'm gonna do the words on that trash. There's tier 7 basic. It's 3 tier 7 basics in it, so that's not awful. How am I meant to be able to get these though? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do here now? Defeat an AVAC for cash. Factually. Or a shit ton of units. Let's speculate other 4. That's gonna be a separate video. Anyways. No, they're not gonna get added to the basic for very, 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 very long time. Maybe in a couple of years. How do we know Cyclops didn't need any build-up? We do not. He obviously did. New idol does look good. Anyways, okay. I need to go make summary video. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. No codes, no nothing to give you guys, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have